Scotty E in the house. What's going on, everybody? So I just wanted to bring attention to this 224 bill that's being passed around in Congress. Eric Motisa reported earlier that one of our congressmen actually let the cat out of the bag on who exactly is writing our foreign policy for us. Here's Eric Motisa with the report first off. And I love it when my media player breaks as I'm trying to show you guys something. So let's
all the darkness is finally coming to light. So you know that language in the bill they tried to sneak in where they were merging the U.S. military and the Israeli military? Can you guess who gave the language to the United States to do that, Bill? Can you guys guess? Thanks to House Democrat Ro Khanna for saying the quiet part out loud. He says this.
Thank you, Ro.
Let me be clear. Netanyahu is the one that actually told members of Congress to add Section 224, merging the U.S. and Israeli militaries into the bill. This is why there is.
And I do believe Ro Khanna is one of the very few senators that is not taking AIPAC money. So for him to be calling this out right now is pretty on par. We need more representatives like him. We need to put more representatives like Thomas Massie in there. Ron Paul was the golden standard. If you guys do not know who Ron Paul is or what he's about, I highly recommend you go on YouTube and start looking up old Ron Paul videos. He was the original anti-government, anti-big government, anti-letter agency, anti-Fed, anti-Federal Reserve. Like, that man is the OG of America-founded principles. So if you don't know who Ron Paul is, I implore you to look him up and do your research on Ron Paul and Austrian economics. Let's let Eric continue.
No left, there is no right. We all need to be speaking truth right now. Thank you, Ro Khanna.
And
the
like
American
he said,
people,
sorry to interrupt one more time. The point that I've been making for the longest time, there is no left and right, guys. The two-party system was created specifically to keep us fighting with each other at ends without any solution in sight. Like, who gives a damn if gay marriage is legal or not? Do I personally support that lifestyle? Absolutely not. Is it my job to judge people whose lifestyle that is? Absolutely not. As a Christian, my God tells me that I am not to judge. He will be the one who judges in the end. I am just supposed to love, respect, and share the truth. That is it. And that is what I'm going to continue to do. Let's let Eric continue and Ro continue here on this video.
Of the arrogance and insolence of Prime Minister Netanyahu telling America what we should do. The entire country of Israel has a GDP that is less than a single town in my district. Yet somehow Netanyahu thinks he could tell the American
Israel's
people what we should do. The person who's most upset with him right now
Smaller than New Jersey
is President Donald Trump.
I don't believe that.
And everyone in America, whether you're a Republican, an independent, or a Democrat, says that.
So the amount of dirt they must have on Donald Trump for him not to just be like, full stop, F you, we're not doing this, BB, get lost, is absolutely mind-boggling. Either the man is either an undercover agent and really an Israeli working for Israel, giving us show and theater, or he's so compromised, he's afraid to speak out and does not want to face BB because of the reparations that or the repercussions, excuse me, not reparation, the repercussions he will be facing when all the Epstein files or the E-files, excuse me. I'm going to have to bleep some of this out, but if you know, you know, and if you hear a bleep during the production of this video, it's because YouTube is extremely harsh when it comes to censoring these type of things, and the topic is extremely hard to talk about because, again, who owns YouTube? Same people, left and right, all owned by the same people. You are not a Democrat. You are not a Republican. You are either an American and you stand with other Americans. Stop fighting with each other, even your worst enemy, because you guys battle and butt heads on what party is correct, Democrats or Republicans. No, neither one of them are correct. You're both wrong in the majority of the case. Stop butting heads with each other. Start actually having a conversation with each other about what you agree with and what you disagree with without getting angry with each other. And then we can start progressing forward as a country. But this left-right bickering back and forth is never going to solve the issue here in America, ever. That's why I'm highly advocating for independent party. Independents, you cannot be infiltrated. In fact, when you register to vote in majority of states in the United States of America, they automatically register you as an independent. The only time that you're affiliated with a party is when you go off to vote in the primary, and that's when you select your side, whether you want to be a Democrat or a Republican. But when you go to those primaries, understand that you are voting against your own party. You're not putting up your best candidate. You're putting up the candidate who can make the best argument to you verbally, which is usually a bunch of smoke and mirrors. And I know that, you're listening to me right now and I'm like, hey, take me at face value. But at the same time, I'm not taking bribes from Israeli mega PACs, super PACs. I'm not taking bribes from billionaire Israelis. I'm not taking bribes from corporations, and I refuse to. And as an independent, I cannot be kicked out of the party, which is not a party, because there's nobody that controls it, if you will. The people control the independent party. If you don't like the candidate, you don't put them on the ballot next year and they're gone. If you don't like a Republican or a Democrat candidate, it doesn't matter. They're going to get funded by AIPAC. They're going to get bought in, and they're going to have mail-in ballots come from God knows where, and they're going to get reelected. The key is voting independent. Independent will shake the system up. I guarantee it, because the party cannot be owned. A single person can be infiltrated, and we can kind of call out a single person very quickly. But you're not going to have an entire party backing them, and you're going to have tons of independents that disagree with what the other independent is saying. And that's totally fine. That's the whole point of this, is to disagree, agree, come up with the best solutions that's great for America, get rid of all the fluff and bull crap that we keep arguing over, and actually come up with solutions that's going to better our country and take our next generation to levels that we have not yet achieved, not sink them lower to where they can't achieve a damn thing. Right now, our youth can barely get jobs. There's barely any jobs out there, and the jobs that are there are being trained for AI. They can't get housing. They're literally not procreating. They're not reprocreating. They're not creating children because they can't afford them. Like, our country is slowly slipping down the tubes, and it's because we keep giving all of our money to a foreign nation that has never benefited us, that keeps spitting the lie that we're their greatest ally and we need them, we benefit them, they benefit us. The only people, this is a one-way relationship. Understand that. We only benefit them. If we were to stop our funding to Israel tomorrow, not only would the United States start booming as far as economic growth goes, but you would also see Israel disappear off the face of the earth in the blink of the eye, because every single other country on the face of the earth dislikes Israel right now. And where they got the name Israel is beyond me. They have nothing to do with any type of biblical ideology. They are a satanic cult that wishes nothing but destruction on people who aren't their own kind. And I'm not even sure they like each other, just to be honest. Anywho, let's let this video finish out, and then we'll call it a day.
We need to tell Netanyahu that America calls the shots, not the prime minister of any other country. They want less cooperation and blank checks to Israel, not more. Only the United States Congress would dream up at this moment, let's actually do more for Israel, not less. And that's what Section 2024 does. It's a pretty simple thing. Should we do more for Israel than we already do, or should we do less? If you think we should do more for Israel, you should be against my amendment. If you think we should do less for Israel at the time that he's arrogantly telling Donald Trump what to do, then you should be for my amendment. Now, let me just be clear. Mr. Netanyahu actually wrote to a member of Congress to put this Section 224 into the bill.
And there it is.
Netanyahu. So let me go ahead and read off. This is for Georgia, because I am running as an independent for governor for Georgia. Still need to collect a bunch of signatures. So if you people could gracefully help me out, I would greatly appreciate it, and serve Georgia and the people of Georgia, not myself, like the other representatives that are up for election. Let me read off some of our federal legislators that okayed this Bibi Netanyahu BS. In the Senate, we have Jon Ossoff and Ralph Warnock. Yep. Know those names well. Both Democrats. And again, it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican. Both Democrats and Republicans are both signing on to this. So I will be giving the party just to show you guys that it doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. When it comes to Israel, they're all in. They don't care. And it screws us over because that's literally where all of our money goes. We would not be paying income tax, federal or state income tax for that matter. We'd have plenty of revenue through sales tax to fund our local projects. We wouldn't be paying a property tax. We wouldn't be paying hunting license taxes. We wouldn't be taxed to death around every single corner. Even your car registration that you have to pay for every year is a form of a tax. Why should we have to pay to renew our cars or renew our titles every single year just to drive on the road? Seems like an inconvenience to me. It's a small inconvenience. Maybe get emissions done on your vehicle every year. I would agree with that, but to have to renew the registration, it's just a form of tax to the state. We don't need it. U.S. House of Representatives and Federal. District 1, Eric Carter, Republican. District 2, Sanford Bishop Jr., Democrat. District 3, Brian Jack, Republican. District 4, Hank Johnson, Democrat. District 5, Nakima Williams, Democrat. District 6, Lucy McBath, Democrat. District 7, Rick McCormick, Republican. District 8, Austin Scott, Republican. District 9, Andrew Clyde, Republican. District 10, Mike Collins, Republican. District 11, Barry Loudermilk. Know that name too well. Never shows up for a town hall meeting. Hasn't shown up for a town hall meeting in his own county in like 10, 20 years or some shit like that. Absolutely ridiculous. I've spoken with his constituents and they're absolutely pissed that he does not show up. You guys should vote him out. Elections are coming up. District 12, Rick Allen, Republican. District 13, David Scott, Democrat. Why did I go over these names? Once again, just to show you it doesn't matter if it's Republican or Democrat. When it comes to Israel, not America, they will vote yes on giving Israel whatever they need, whatever they want, while screwing all of us. No more. We need to vote these people out. We need to tell them that they're bought and paid for. We're not going to accept it anymore, and potentially bring them up on criminal charges for treason. My name is Scotty Ellison. I'm running for governor of Georgia as an independent. Still need 78,000 signatures to get on the ballot, but I do believe it is possible. Please hit me up. Email scotty@scottyellison.com. Follow my Instagram page at Scotty Ellison GA. That's SCOTTYELLISONGA. That's on Instagram and here on YouTube. I thank you all for your time, and I hope you have an amazing and blessed day. See you on the next one.